This is Soul Say.
Everybody, welcome to today's episode of Black Quarantine Report. As always, I'm your host, Kim Brio. You'll see the setup is a little different today. Y'all see my real life, my house. That's a purse hanging up there. That's a picture over there. But guess what? We getting it done. And my house prettier than half your houses anyway, so that's fine. I am so excited to have Just NESH on today's show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited too. We got it this time. We're good this time.
Listen, so for the people that are watching this interview, this took a little bit, it took some maneuvering for this to happen. We were supposed to go live like 2 days ago. We were ready. We were sitting here. We were on the camera. We was ready to go.
We makeup. We had our hair done.
Hello, we was fine. Now today we regular fine today. You know,
right. We 1 o'clock fine.
We 1 o'clock fine today. But I want to thank you, honestly, before we jump into this, I really want to thank you for coming back and doing the interview with me. You could have said, oh, she ain't have her stuff together. That's just that. And I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you saying yes in the first place, first and foremost.
No problem, girl. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now, for the people who act like they like, she look familiar. And I know that name, but I don't know where I know her from. Let the world know where we know you from.
I am comedian Just NESH, so you probably have seen me do comedy somewhere, whether it's online, on TV, or around Chicago, because I be out.
You be out here, and you've been out here for years. Let's be clear.
Yeah, it's like 8 years this year.
Yeah, you are not an overnight sensation. And it's always funny because people feel like when they see other people get big, like, oh, that came out of nowhere. No. They came out of nowhere for you because they struggled all them years to get to be the fresh face. Congratulations on the Monique special.
Thank you. Thank you.
That took you to another level, G. Like, my dad is 72.
Ooh. And
he was like, oh, that's the girl with the camouflage pants. And I was like, touche, Daddy, that's right.
Okay.
So, yes. So I just want to congratulate you on everything that you're doing and just thank you for still reaching out to the regular people and being able to do stuff like this. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you.
So let's hop in with the Black Quarantine Report. What we typically do is we talk about the pandemic, your experience with it, the effects of it, and how you making the best out of it. So my first question that I always ask people, and we're really going to dig in here because we're both from Chicago.
Yes.
What point did you really take the pandemic serious? Like, how did this whole thing unfold for you?
Oh, girl. Let's see. At what point did I take it serious? Probably around the end of March. So, yeah, around the end of March, because that's when a lot of the people that I knew were getting sick, because at first, like, I remember my last show was March 14th in Vegas, and that was right when they were shutting everything down. It was actually March 13th, and I had a show in Chicago March 14th, but that was the weekend that they were like, oh no, we gotta close the clubs, the bar, casinos. Like, that's when stuff started hitting the fan. And in Vegas, they had closed the casinos that weekend. So I was like,
and you was like, oh, this is real. They shutting down the money.
For real. So I got back home, got back to Chicago, still had the show. It was packed. It was on 79th at this art gallery. It was packed. Somebody in there had corona, girl, and got all these people sick. So
I'm so glad you're a celebrity and you wasn't in the crowd with the people.
Girl, I was in the crowd with the people. That's why I was like, oh, this is real. Like, yes, I was there. And so my couple of my comedian buddies had got like, symptoms. They were mild,
Yeah.
but the guy who got everybody sick, he was actually in the hospital, like fucked up for like that next week. And everybody was like,
For real, sick, like ventilator sick.
yeah, like he was sick as fuck. But he
That's
pulled through, so
crazy.
thank God everything went well with that. But people at the comedy show, a lot of them had got symptoms, and I was like, damn. So that was around the end of March when all the symptoms and stuff was coming out. So that's
Wow.
when I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it's real. Let me sit my ass down somewhere.
It's crazy listening to the story because I listened to a lot of people's stories and it didn't touch home for them so soon. You didn't have no choice. You had to take it seriously. It was like, it's in your house. And you was like, what the hell?
Yep, your house. My auntie got sick. She got really sick. So that was another like, okay, this is
Wow.
so. It was rough, but I really think that I had it in January. I went to London in January, and I came back from London. I got sick as a dog. But all the symptoms, like the breathing, the fever, all that shit, the cough. I had a cough from January to the middle to shit after Valentine's Day. I got back from London around January
Wow.
17th. I coughed till like February 20 something. But I just didn't know. You know what? We didn't know.
Yeah, we just thought we had a cold.
Yeah, girl. So I think for real that I probably had it and just didn't know what it was because.
And it's crazy because that would explain why you were in the room with so many people. And I'm like, how you was in the room with 100 people and you ain't get it? Because at that point, you had the antibody already because you've been traveling around the world
Yeah,
and doing all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, low-key, it was a blessing in disguise. I do want to touch base with you a little bit. I want to go back. You said a couple of your friends have it. What does that look like to people around you that are close to you that have it? Because a lot of people that are watching this only see it on the news and they're like, everybody's tweaking. What does it look like when your circle is really affected?
It was really bad. So my aunt was actually on a ventilator for a week. She was in the hospital for 3 weeks. She was in intensive care for a week and a half. My mom had to call the hospital every day to get an update because if you don't call, they'll fucking be like, okay, we need this ventilator. This is cool. They actually told my cousin, they told her son was like, yeah, if we need to resuscitate, do you want us to resuscitate? Because we recommend we don't. And he like, yes, resuscitate.
Yes,
so
resuscitate.
Like, y'all not gonna just rotate these people up out here. So she had to call. They had to call the hospital every day, talk to the nurse, talk to the doctor, get updates. And I think like had they not did that, you just don't know because they like, we need beds, we need ventilators. So whoever ain't checking on whoever, and it was bad. It was bad. So she got better. She's out the hospital. Thank God. So yeah, but it was real touch and go for a minute.
That's heavy. And I want to kind of touch on that a little bit. I know I mentioned a few minutes ago, we're both from Chicago. But being from Chicago, it's not new to us, the differences in how they treat the races, okay? This is one of the biggest, most segregated cities ever.
Right.
So can you speak a little bit about being firsthand on the front lines of being able to see that disparity where it's like, if you knew y'all didn't check on your auntie, she was just going to be a number?
Yeah. I'm just, shit. I don't know. It's just like we just knew that that's something that needs to be done because everybody was dying. Like my aunt she beat cancer last year. So
oh my God, but her immune system is already low.
So her immune system. So yeah, that's why I got so bad for her. And I just think if we had not checked on it, if my mama wasn't calling the hospital twice, my mom called twice a day. She talked to the morning nurse and the evening nurse, and they knew that was calling that. She knew the nurses by name, all that stuff. So I don't know, it's just bad. We don't even have insurance. A lot of Black people don't even have health insurance. My auntie good, but that's as far as the community. And just being able to go to the hospital and be treated is a big deal because it's like, we ain't got no fucking insurance.
Yeah. And the crazy part is like, even as you talk about it, on the South Side, it wasn't until after the outbreak got bad that they closed Providence Hospital. They closed the hospital in the hood, and we was like, how does this work? You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you a question. As a funny woman, right? because you're supposed to be the person that bring the lighthearted.
Yes.
How, first and foremost, before I ask you about the world, I want to ask you about you. How is this wearing on you? Are you carrying this okay? Because it's a lot of people that's probably coming to you to be their relief.
You know what? I have my days. I have my good days where I'm in the mood for that. You know, I mean, every day, you know, I find something funny to laugh about. But it's just a lot of this time that I've been off, I just been not in the mood for anything, not to make people laugh, not to do shit. You know, working out. You just be in a slump.
Yeah, like a funk. Yeah.
Yeah. So I try not to be like that for too many days, but I don't feel bad about it. Like when
That
I
was my
am,
next question.
yeah,
How do you handle that, being the person that's supposed to be?
yeah, girl, I don't feel bad about it at all. It's like, let me just have this shit. Because
I'm
like let
human.
me just do nothing and not worry about, you know, what people think about it. And let me just sit in it and then I'm sure I'll be all right on the day or
Yeah.
two. So
Yeah. Now, we talked about the effects of the pandemic on our Black community a little bit, especially here in Chicago. But talk to me about the effects of the pandemic for you, because you actually are in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You actually have real business connections. You ain't dealing with like, oh, we were furloughed. What does that look like? How has that affected the landscape of, like, do you still get, is Hollywood still moving? Like, what's happening on that end?
well, you know, they still doing a lot of auditions. So, you know, we
Okay.
was on self-tape move anyway. So that hasn't slowed down. So people still
So they sending in video audition, so it's fine.
yeah, which was
Okay.
normal anyway. That's what they was taking anyway, self-tape video. So it wasn't like, you know, we missing out on that aspect. But these shows was canceled. I was like, oh, and then at first I thought it was gonna be like just a month, you know. So it's like, okay, cool, that's a month worth. But it was like, no, this shit might be for months and months and months. So now I was like, okay, now what's the backup
Yeah.
plan?
How many of your things are you seeing that are falling through totally? Like, what I mean, because here's the thing, from the outside looking in, and then even looking at other industries. It looks like at first we was like, we thought what you thought. Like, it's gonna be a couple weeks. We'll push through this little month, whatever. And now it's looking like there's even a possibility, especially if we don't get our shit together in America, that it may change the landscape totally. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, how has that, what specific things has that affected in your day-to-day professional life? Has it messed with your money, or are you still straight?
It definitely messed with my money. We was just starting a tour actually March
Oh
23rd. Was the
shit, that
first tour date.
sucks.
So we had already had like 20 cities locked in, I believe. 20 cities. So that
That's
was
dead.
so of course like everything could be rescheduled or, you know, pushed back, but it's like even when it's pushed back, are people going to come out? Ain't nobody going to want to be in no comedy club full of people. You know, people are just not going to want to be around people like that. So even when stuff does open back up, it's still not going to be, you know, the
The
same.
same. Yeah.
The same. But yeah, no, fucked up all that money. So now you're just, you know, thinking of other ways to get money virtually, you know, because people still support, thank God, you know,
Yeah.
that you know, we have a fan base who still rock with us. So they want virtual comedy shows. They'll pay for it. They'll, you know, so
Yeah.
it's like, okay, but you just gotta get with that whole I gotta talk to this camera to my damn self and it's just weird.
With no response. No.
Just
Yeah.
hope it's funny, you know, just whatever. So I guess it's just something you just have to get used to be honest, because if that's the wave, then that's what we'll be doing. And then, you know, side little hustles and shit.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
always
we
sells
always gonna
something.
find a way to sell some place on the block or
Yeah,
something.
we always go find a way to sell something. So between that and then the other avenues, you know, Patreon pages, I probably be going up more, stuff like that. So, you know, it work itself out. I
It'll
don't shut
even
them out
out.
too much. It work
Yeah.
itself out.
Now, let me ask you a question, and I would love for you to dig in here as someone who is not only a performer, but you're a businesswoman too. You know what I'm saying? So you said something, and I don't think people are getting it, and I would love for you to repeat it. I put a status up earlier, and I was like, so many people are worried about the world reopening, but I don't think that they're understanding that everything is going to change. We don't need to be thinking about how to get back to where we were, because that's not really an
Yeah.
option. we really need to think about how to pivot. So what do you say kind of to those people who are still stuck in that mindset of like, oh yeah, we're gonna open up in a month, we're gonna open up in 2 months, in the summer we're gonna open up and it's gonna be the same? Because even when we reopen, it won't be the same.
It definitely won't be the same. To those people, I think they should realize that it's not gonna be the same too, because just think of yourself. Like when you go outside for the first time, you're not gonna be rushing to no concert, to no show. So if you
I'm
can't
not
like,
rushing to go outside.
yeah, it's like I'm really chilling. I know people were talking about herd immunity and all that stuff, but it's like after people almost die that you're close to, you like, nah, fuck all that. So yeah, just hopefully they get that they'll just have to adjust to this
Yeah,
new way of life, and it's gonna be a new normal almost. So
that's the reality. That's the
yeah.
reality. It's gonna be definitely a new normal. Now, I want to talk about something because I have you on. You from Chicago. You funny and you ain't gonna filter. Can we talk about the foolishness that's happening in Chicago? So for the people that are not really understanding necessarily what we're talking about, 2 weekends in a row, these Black folk in Chicago made national news. The
Yeah.
first week was the house party that
Yeah.
went viral. That it just kept getting worse because then we would go look up the girl and the girl was hitting up TMZ talking about pay her. And it just got niche. It was all like she was hitting up TMZ like, well, you use me, so is you gonna pay me? I'm good. Like it was rough.
Yeah, I ain't even mad at that part though.
You was like, but it was
I
my
ain't even
thing.
mad at it,
And you
right?
put my name up there, so can I get a check or something?
Like,
And then the next weekend, y'all, which was this past weekend, we had
it was too much last weekend. It
they was
was
outside in booty shorts twerking. It was like Freaknik
outside
2020.
car clubs, bike clubs, nigga on the train, nigga on the horse, just fighting out west. It was a lot.
Niche. Okay.
From.
First and foremost, before I ask specific questions about it, can you just comment on this foolishness to your people here in this city?
I mean, I would like to say that I was surprised, but I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised. These niggas do not care. And there was some white people up north too, right? We ain't gonna forget about the little
We
Jews.
not gonna forget, it wasn't all just us.
Yeah, it was some white people up north too, but you know, we in it. So this is what we see. We see the black shit, we see the hood shit, the ignorant shit. And I would really like for us to do better, but girl, at this point, it's just gonna be what it is. And you pray that they dumbass don't like set us back as much as people
Correct.
think. Because right now we all worried about the numbers. Oh, everybody gonna get sick. Everybody goes. Well, maybe everybody won't get sick. You know, maybe we are phasing into a new phase of this shit, and they just gonna be like the test dummies. So in a couple
and
of
if
weeks,
they want to do that, they can do that.
if they want to do right, if you want to volunteer yourself as tribute,
go ahead. We gonna let you.
So we can see what this thing doing. So it's like, hey, people gonna be people. You can't police everybody. Shout out to Lori Lightfoot though for doing her thing.
Gang.
I don't think she's getting enough credit for really being out here in these streets because I really think she cares about our well-being, and I fuck with Lori. And so shout out to her and good luck to her because these motherfuckers ain't gonna act right.
Look, I really don't know no other way. So that's what you was like, is you surprised? No, these is our niggas. This is who we are.
I mean, you gonna lock them up, you know, because even with the lockup shit, okay, you know, you can't lock all them motherfuckers up. So it's like,
if you do, you make the situation worse.
but they already letting people out of jail.
So we gonna bring some more in?
Yeah, so you just gotta just be hopeful that maybe it is getting better, maybe some type of COVID shit. I know it's still out there, but you know, I really think it's running through everybody. I really think it'll run through everybody, and people whose immune systems can handle it, it doesn't affect them as much as those who can't, and that's just what it is gonna be.
Yeah, and I think that I want to say, for the record, for the people who feel like you feel, and they use those things as their justification for moving freely.
Yeah.
I do agree with you. It's just that I feel like people don't understand that there's so many unknowns to it.
Yeah.
That I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Most
and
people would, but most people would. But you still got those few who don't care. They don't care about their grandma they going home to, their mama they going home to. And that's when it's like, well, at least give a fuck about those you love, because your little dirty ass probably could take it. But
your grandma who got diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, and everything else, she can't handle it.
Main one crying, looking dumb on live. Talking about pray for my grandma. Rest in peace.
Talking about my grandma, I don't know how I'm gonna live no more.
Dirty ass. You gave it to her.
You said. Now let me ask you this. I have a theory, and I want to run it by you, and I want to get your unfiltered idea of it. It's not even a theory. It's more so of a statement of how the fuck are Americans? I don't really understand how we think that we can just decide, you know what? We're tired of this. Let's just, come on, guys. Let's open up. It's over. It's over. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to understand what's in the mindset of American people that allows us to see these numbers climb and continue to move as if nothing is happening. What's wrong with us?
Americans are some of the most arrogant, ignorant people on this earth. Like, we're entitled. We feel like, people owe us something, and we don't have a clue. And you just think you can do what you want. I mean, I guess we can, because in other countries, they beating your ass. I remember if you seen that video and they're beating people.
And they was like,
but that's
that
the way
should have been Lori.
They don't do us like that. So we just think we could do whatever we want, and it shows. And that's why our numbers are higher than everybody, because we just spoiled, actually. And you get away
that's
with
what I'm saying. Call it what it is.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I'm going to ask this question, first of all, in reference to Black people as a community and Americans as a society. Mm-hmm. Do you think we too far gone? Do you think it's like, as a whole, we too far gone and we just got to save the ones we can? Or do you think you was real quick? You like, hell no, ain't no mass saving, ain't no nothing.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. These people was protesting. Them white people was protesting. The bitch said, I'm protesting the virus. How? How you protesting the virus, bitch? Like, that's stupid. So, yeah, you can't save everybody. You got to save those. You want to be saved. You'll stress yourself out.
And it's crazy because you about the fifth person on this show that basically got on here and was like, listen, you keep asking me these questions and telling me what to tell these niggas that's not doing right to convince them to do right, and it ain't nothing we could say.
It's not. They have to want to do better. You gotta want to do better for themselves. You can't make nobody do better that don't want to do better. So
that's a damn shame.
I'm worried about it. I ain't gonna stress me the fuck out.
She said we ain't finna do it. Now let's pivot to something a little more. The last portion is where I talk about how we make lemonade out of these lemons that's been given.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to first ask about you. How are you trying to take these lemons that life is serving up and make lemonade in NESH world?
Oh, girl. Well, first and foremost, I am really enjoying this reset, is what I would like to call it, because there's a lot of things that I had on my to-do list that I just kept putting off because I was working, I was busy, I was moving around. So I was like, okay, this is not a priority right now. So, and these are like things, internet stuff, other avenues, getting my other stuff, other income streams. I just put stuff off because it's like, I don't have to do that right now. I'm okay. So I'm taking this time to work on all of that. So I do appreciate that. And just the rest. Like, I ain't mad at it. Because like I said, you just go.
Force you to sit down because you be in a different city every day and I don't know how.
Be gone, be tired, and just look up, be a month, 2 months late. So I just I'm getting to spend more time with my son. I'll be home. So I'm up fucking up his homework and shit, but we getting it done.
Are you getting the F at homeschooling?
Girl, We can. I don't know if it's an F, but it's not great.
You ain't got an A plus.
I'm like, I don't think you need my help. I think you can do just as bad or good.
I think you can help me, honey. Tell me.
And he has another thing like, you don't remember this? No, this is
Uh,
he's in 6th grade. You don't remember this? No, I never used this shit ever in my life. I'm 35.
and you won't again after this.
And you won't either. So you go read the chapter again, because I'm not reading all that shit, but I'm just going off memory, and clearly it's fucked up. So
That ain't working.
but I do appreciate the rest. I do appreciate the break. And I feel like whenever we do come out of it, it's gonna just pick right back up and shit. And then
You
then
ready?
what? Yeah, right. So it's not the worst. I've been getting my online stuff better, trying to do more stuff on the internet. I hate internet shit. Like I really do. I like people. I like being in front of people.
You want to interact with people in real life.
Yeah, I need to see people, touch people, be around people. I don't like this.
I'm an introvert. I was like, oh, we quarantined. Well, hell, I've been doing that anyway. Now I ain't got no excuses when they be like, you should come to this event. Can't.
Right. This is perfect for you. Damn, I hate it. Like I really hate it. But so it is getting my internet shit up. So I'm not too mad about it. I'm mad about these shows though that got canceled, but you can't do nothing about that. Can't worry about it.
Yeah, and I personally, when you said it, I just felt the pain for anybody that invested in the, the promoters, the people who.
It's bad.
There's definitely going to be companies who work with you monetarily, but there's going to be some financial losses that none of us could do anything about. It's just an L.
Yep. And that's just gonna be what it is. That's the most unfortunate part. I think is like people lost out on a lot of money putting these shows together, flyers, promo, venues. I know venues like I know. Ooh, I don't even want to have to worry about that part. But ain't nobody getting no deposits back.
So she like, well, my deposit was non-refundable. You could reschedule me.
Like whenever we can do the show, we can do the show. But ain't no deposits back because it ain't really nothing. I don't have it. Okay, yeah, you take your little money back. Nah, I'll probably hold on to this. I'll see you in November.
And that's going to be that. Now, I got 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
The first one is simple. And this is for you. I'm just making this up on the spot for you because I want to hear your response to it.
Okay.
What you going to do if we don't open up to like August?
If we don't open up to August, oh my God, I'm going to have to answer these niggas in my DM. I'm gonna have to reply back, shit, because
well, shit, it was a little dry when you hit me in May, but nigga,
right. But now, I'm gonna have to be real friendly because I really, like, I don't know. I really hope we open, but it'll probably be a few more virtual shows. I don't do many virtual comedy shows. I do other people's, but as far as throwing my own, I just been chilling on that because I feel like whenever I need to, I can just bam. If I need something,
if you need to do it, you can plan something in a day and get it done.
I'll do it, right. So it's like I'm chilling, let people miss you a little bit. I'll do a show here, do a show there, 10 minutes, 7 minutes on somebody else, comedy show. But if we don't go back to August, it'll probably be a few more just niche live
virtual comedies. You gonna be like, all right, Kim, listen.
8 p.m.
How you set your stuff up?
Yeah, y'all see my ass on my stream. Like, it's a show tonight. Come out.
Come on, come your ass out. It's $2 cash at me. It's $2 cash at me.
So you know, whenever you see me promoting a comedy show hard as fuck, I need some money.
I'm gonna be like, I'm just cash apping $2 for no reason. Here you go. I don't know if I can make it. I think I'm gonna be asleep, but
appreciate it.
You like, thank you.
Yeah.
Now the last question that I always do with people, and I love getting this answer because I have different people from every field. I got the super deep people, I got the funny people, I got the rappers, I had everybody, and I got a comedian. I want to hear this, but the thing about comedians, y'all are funny, but y'all real as hell, and y'all are very socially aware of the issues. Mm-hmm. With that being said, what's a suggestion that you would make to the Black community as a whole of how we can kind of take this time or take these lemons and make lemonade?
Oh, to the Black community as a whole.
Don't filter.
Huh?
Don't filter.
It's like, quit being dumb. But no, just really, I think it's definitely a chance for us to support each other. Black businesses in particular is what I'm talking about, because we'll spend our money all day on Fashion Nova, on motherfucking whoever else selling shit, because we buy shit still, even in the pandemic. Motherfuckers is still shopping. So I think we need to take this time to support each other, support small Black businesses, promote each other, you know, come together and just kind of, because they don't give a fuck.
No.
You know, nobody looking out for us, you know. So if we don't do it, then we really just shitty. So I guess that would be my message for the Black community. Do better by us. Now I know y'all dumbass still gonna go outside and shit, but when y'all do go outside, go go support some Black shit while you out there.
Right, I say, get you a black made mask from somewhere.
Yeah, get you a made mask from somewhere Black, and just, you know, all your little other shit you need outside. Go to a restaurant, a Black restaurant. Get your Uber Eats from a Black place, and just, you know, that's the least we could do, I think, especially if we ain't gonna act right.
Yeah, especially if we ain't gonna act right. That's the least we could do, and then that might be a positive habit that we'll keep up after this.
I hope so. I hope, because a lot of business are sinking because they not getting the loans, you know, they not getting the small business loan they need to stay afloat. So motherfuckers is really fucked up out here.
Yeah.
And it's enough of us to, you know, make a difference.
Yeah, support your people. And anybody listening to this, listen, Black people are the most resourceful. We be on Facebook selling virtual squares, G. You got somebody on your timeline you can support. Like, whatever. I know his mixtape cover ugly, but send him a cash app, him $1 and share it. Just
that's it. It's
for
so
the
simple.
people.
It's so simple. Couple dollars go a long way. If somebody get a couple dollars from a lot of people, they good.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, if all 5,000 my friends gave me $2, y'all ain't gonna hear from me. Y'all, where Kim go?
We really should do like a mass pyramid scheme, like what was the looms that got my PayPal shut down. So I did the looms a few years ago, and my PayPal got shut down. It still is. So when I saw the Cash App loan come around, I said, "Fool me once, bitch." No,
you was like, "You ain't finna shut my shit down."
My Cash App down. Now I have not had PayPal in 3-4 years fucking with that loom, but I did get like $1,800 off of it. But was it really worth my PayPal?
I was about to say, but now you ain't got no PayPal. Listen, I'm not that popular, so I did it, bitch. My little couple $100, they didn't care. I'm not that popular.
No, they didn't care. And I be mad when people get away with it, because I'm like, they shut my shit down. But thank God my mom has PayPal. So if I needed a PayPal, I can get it. But there's so many more cash things today, because back then it was really just PayPal.
That was all that there was.
I was hurt. My soul was hurt. Like, that's how I was getting my deposits. I was like,
you was like, well, how you gonna pay me?
Over $1,800 though. They was like, bitch, take the money. I was like,
and don't come back.
Don't come back. I got kicked out of PayPal for a loom. So when I saw it going back around, I was like, yeah, no.
I ain't finna do it.
Flipping them bitches too. I was flipping them. My circles was moving fast. That's what motherfuckers kept fucking with me. But I'm like, nah, I'm out the game.
Well, listen, when we cut the recording off, I might have to be like, so listen, sis.
But saying all that to say, we should do that like on a larger scale, because $2, $3 here ain't shit. So it's like, all right, y'all get my 3, then we're gonna all send them that, you know.
Exactly. I mean, that may be something to actually organize, and that is something that we all have, and it's really important. I think that you're saying something really important. A lot of people that, when I got to this question, they were given, which was wonderful, you know, answers about family and internal work and this and the third. But I think that it's also very, very important to understand the dollars, we gonna spend the dollars anyway. Period. So in a time like this, spend it with us. Give us a little more strength. Maybe we can come out of this thing better off than we was when we went in.
Yeah, that would be dope as fuck if we could do that. So
well, you looking like, but your face was just like, we gonna see.
Because you know, that's us having faith in people again, and I do have faith that we can do better. So you know, I just know that as motherfuckers, it's still gonna be the worst.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing that I had to kind of take out of this situation, and even doing this show and talking to people, is that I'm gonna have to take my bleeding heart and kind of if they don't, I just gotta let it go and be like, nigga, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, you know, just let it go.
Into it.
But NESH, I want to thank you for doing this interview. This has been dope. This is exactly what I thought it would be. I wanted it to be funny and informative, and you did that.
No live stream interruptions. Went straight through. No technical difficulties.
No technical difficulties, girl. Listen, got the lights all bright and everything. Got our no makeup still popping. Okay.
My face. They missed us Tuesday. We was cute as fuck.
We was cute as hell Tuesday. I don't know if you saw my hair wrap match my lipstick and stuff. It was on point.
We're gonna have to put our pictures up from Tuesday. Put our pictures.
With the screen, I'ma screenshot it. Like
this was on Tuesday. That's what y'all could have had.
But thank you for coming out. Before we go, tell everybody where they can find you everywhere online and anything that you are promoting right now. Any way we can help you, let us know.
Yes. Okay. Everything is just NESH. JUSTNESH. 1E. Looks like NESH. For people who sound it out.
Slow.
Facebook fan page, and that's IG. Also, I got a big Mother's Day show coming. Actually, the tour that we were on, Funny by Nature tour, myself and 3 other funny ass ladies. We're gonna do a virtual Mother's Day comedy show still. So
that's dope.
It's like $15. It's gonna be on Zoom, so it's only 100 slots, but it'll be super dope. It'll be super funny. So that'll be Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, so 7 p.m. Chicago time. And
I'll throw the flyer in the comments for people.
Perfect. So y'all make sure I shoot you that. And then in a couple of weeks, I will be doing my own comedy show because people have been asking, and I just been, I've been putting shit off. And yes, it's called I'm Not Okay. That is gonna be the that's why we at with it. So y'all gonna just get, a lot of me and what's been going on since we've been in the pandemic and stuff. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. It'll probably be around, this is May. So yeah, it'll definitely be in a couple of weeks, probably around May 15th or no, a couple of weeks. So 20, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what the day is. So 2 weeks from today.
I don't even know what the day is.
It'll be before June. How about that?
Before June 1st comes, you gonna see it. Whenever you get it, send it to me. Of course, I'm gonna blast it out.
Yes.
On behalf of Chicago G, we love you. We appreciate you. We are so happy to see you shining. Every time we see you in bigger platforms, we are proud. We are proud of you, and we thank you for representing.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate y'all. All right. I'll see y'all later.
Bye. This is Soul Set.